mic ची गरज नाही आहे ना? ठीक आहे. Okay, fine. So this is the right now trend, or this is the data of MSMEs. So which is very important part of the Indian economy, but still they are really struggling. So how it looks like as a MSME owner every day in the morning? He's a single man, he-man sort of person who does accounts, inventory, customers, handling employees, handling कोई आ रहा है कोई नहीं आ रहा है, marketing also he has to do, compliance है, sometimes PF का notice आ गया, sales tax का, GST का notice आ गया. So he is the only person who is running at every place. So he has a very basic expectation. I should have a ERP, or I should have some system which can be, handling my basic things, not something miracle. So that is his basic, the requirement or the expectations. Okay. Now, this Chaos, like every day morning he received some WhatsApp messages कि delivery नहीं हुआ है, transport पहुंचा नहीं है, and everything. And then his day start like this and day ends with the same Chaos. So again, when he decide to buy ERP, there is again confusion. Again, the Bhavsar has covered that point that he is exploring so many different solutions. But if you can see the MSME's overall background, they are not maybe the IT background. They don't have the IT background. So ERP partner, he should has a consultative approach. Understand the things, what he's actually doing, not just pushing the product, what he has. So feature overloaded, hidden cost, he doesn't know server buy करना है या नहीं करना है, cloud पे चाहिए या नहीं चाहिए, cloud पे safe है या नहीं चाहिए, safe नहीं है. So many different challenges what he is always facing. And vendor lock-in, एक बार इससे काम कर दिया तो बस अटक गए. Something very basic challenges is he is facing. And then it comes to the traditional ERP versus the open source, which is I'm going to talk today. So expensive licenses, there's a license cost. Now I remember one story from the customer from Satara. He was using SAP B1, and he said, after 1 year I have decided to start with the timesheet or job card, but SAP people said that I want to buy, you have to buy some more licenses. So he said the job was feeling the just job card is very small but very important, and then he realized that he cannot buy more licenses because it was expensive. Per user cost is always burning, but everybody will experience that. And rigid workflow. He always explained that I want to do like this. I don't have that much, maybe sometime approvers or that much workflows I don't require. I want a simple solution because I need to complete my procedures. I need to complete my task. So these are all, traditional ERPs struggling with the MSME's owner. Now this guy is very important, Rishabh Mehta. He is from Mumbai, who has started ERP or Frappe company 18 years back. He has a struggling, or he was watching the problem about his dad manufacturing company. They were manufacturing earlier some bed manufacturing. And at the very 18 years or 20 years back, he has started coding. And he realized the problem that whatever I am preparing for my dad's company can be utilized for another bed company or any manufacturing company. So that concept, he was very much, yesterday also he was there and everybody was telling why you are doing open source. There's a big opportunity. So he was a very clear mind that all code which is I have developed or I have written can be easily or freely available. That is the concept of open source. And that took 18 years to reach out to so many people, because he never believed on the so much spending a marketing budget, but he believed on the product quality, he believed on the references. Now if you can, I will just keep some slides immediately, and I will just show you some very interesting customers he has in last 18 years. I'll just again come back to the original slides. But if you can see the Geo Finance, Zerodha, I think everybody is using Zerodha for trading their shares and everything. These are the earlier player who believe on the Frappe open source platform. They build up the solution. Blinkit is also right now using. So these are the different industry, manufacturing, distribution, services, food. Everybody is using now the open source ERP, that is ERP Next. And it is not up to the India, they have already reached the global 20,000 plus customers are available. Okay, so this is a very, you can say, a transforming journey of open source when there are 100 players are available on the license cost. Okay, again, I will skip the, I will come to the first slide. So this is a man who has seen that vision, who has believed on that vision, and still कल भी मैंने अगर उनको बोला कि यार you should spend big amount on the marketing, but he said the product has value, people will come to us. Okay, so what is the advantage? What is the open source? So sometimes people has a myth, open source is my data is available on the server. So the two things is generally, in the software, one is a database and the second is a code or the actually application. So whatever I am writing today as an open source developer, I can deposit that code into the GitHub, that is a depository, open source, and anybody can want to that, the same type of application they want to see or develop, they can really easily copy that things from the depository. So that is the beauty of open source. And earlier people were little bit stuck, it will really going to work, so it's really working right now. So there is no license cost. So in now the customer view where we replace SAP V1, they are now using 70 people because maybe the one user has only 10 minutes work to do every day, but he has that user license, it doesn't have a user license problem. So there is no license cost, unlimited user, full data ownership. Now ERP Next is available on the Frappe cloud, but if you feel that I want to install on my own server, that is possible. It means the software is a free of cost. There is no, only if you want to implement, so many people are doing, taking one Python developer and implementing sometime, but we recommend that you should have an expertise to implement to workflows or understanding your requirement. Complete flexibility. They have around 15-20 modules, but if you feel I want to build a small timesheet module or I want to build something as a maintenance module, that is easily possible on the Frappe. So there is no limitations to build any solution. So, when you buy software or when you buy any system or ERP, you should have a vision that it can be run at least for next 10 years, not 20, 50, 30, 40 years, but at least 10 years I can see the sustainability of the system. Community innovation, so Frappe or open source community is a big community, what we also observe as a partner. People are asking their question, people are keeping their bugs or their inquiries on the community, and other people are really helping. So this is a community-driven system. No vendor lock-in. This is again a big problem MSME is facing. I bought from this partner, now what can I do with this system if I don't have a good relation or I'm not convinced his rates or the cost? So there is no vendor lock-in system. Frappe has around 200 partners. You can go anywhere, you can check. Or if you have some friend who knows the Python or basic implementation things, you can actually go with that partner. So you don't have a lock-in for the partners. Okay, so why ERP Next for MSME? 100% open source, India ready, GST compliances and everything is there, scalable and modern. Now so many people ask me whether this is for the big companies or the small company. So ERP Next is for everyone. I have some customer who has only 2 or 3 users, and you have already seen the the customer like Zerodha, they have a multiple maybe 1,000 user, Blinkit, they have 1,000 user. Fin they are using, they have maybe more than 1,000 users. So scalability problem is not there. Now suppose if I'm buying the software as a 5 users company, if it increases to 25, 50, it is aramse possible. There is not a problem. So that is the advantage of ERP Next. Okay, again how ERP Next cost over the time. So if you can take any other player, they have a AMC, they have a server cost, they have a user cost, but if you can see the ERP Next, if you implement it properly, you don't need anything. Next 2-3 years, if you don't need anything to customize, or if you have one person as a champion, we generally call from the organization, then you don't need training as well. So there is absolutely no cost unless until you are on the Frappe cloud, then only you are paying the monthly rent of the Frappe cloud. Okay, so it's scenarios are, I already mentioned that it's not only for the one type of business or business vertical, but it's for the manufacturing, trading, textile, services, all different types of vertical is already on the ERP Next platform. This is again typical that, Excel, manual follow-up and everything, you go with the system of ERP. One dashboard, complete visibility. So there are so many dashboard. I'm not showing, the ERP demo, but our contacts and our stall is there. So if you have a time, 5-10 minutes, you can just visit to the stall and see the different functionality of the ERP Next. How Exactly simplify your ERP journey. So we have around 25 plus consultant who understand your requirement. So in earlier slide also I explained that, the understanding the requirement is very important. So unless until you are convinced that your partner has understood your requirement, then only you can actually successful implementation will happen. So understand your requirement, write modules, then the smart implementation, and then training and the go live thing. So this is the approach we are generally follow. Okay. Why MSME must digitize now? Of course, competition is increasing, margin is shrinking. So you have something in handy, some tool where you can see the different dashboard, the different data pointers, where you can actually take some decision. Why you need a data to take some decision, very strong decisions. Okay, so this is our customer. We have a 2 to 3 years old partner in ERP Next or Frappe community, and we have almost done some chemical manufacturing IT company also. It's a very nice example to give the, Infrabit is actually SAP B1 partner, but they have a 600 user. So they built HRMS and timesheet module with us. And we were also surprised, like, we are supporting SAP company, SAP partner company. Some textile, we have done good products in the textile where very complicated process, the labor sheet, the cutting and all those stuffs, we have easily managed with the Frappe framework. These are already I have mentioned, this is, the Frappe customers from last 18 years. We already mentioned there are 200 more partners in different countries in the world, and 20,000 plus customers are already on the Frappe and ERP Next. So that's it from me. It's very fast presentation. If you have any question, please go ahead. Yeah, and visit our stall. It's A12. We are Exactly. Yeah. It's a very difficult question to answer as a standard answer, but it's depend. We generally recommend in Exactly, after seeing so much failure in the different companies, we believe or we recommend to the company that you should start with the standard module. So when people are starting implementation, in MSME mostly, the BRD is not working so much effectively. So we generally introduce all the modules and we give the access to the all users to start using, and let's have a hands-on the system, and then we start the configuring and the customization. So if you can say around 20-25 companies, number of employees company, we have implemented in 3 to 4 months. Now the trading company, we have a good experience around 1.5 months we implemented. Recently we closed one Canada-based company. They wanted to implement a small e-commerce platform. We have done in just month time. But they were aware that what they want exactly. So the requirement is very important. So this is always a challenge. Yeah, if you sign up the BRD, still people will say, no, I need this also. This I have considered in a standard ERP only. Why ERP is not giving standard dashboard or KPIs? Sometimes people are expecting, which is generally, not available in the standard. So answer is maximum 3-4 months, but depending on the complexity or implementation. We are not right now applying any AI. Only we have applied at some CRM level, where generally people, if I received the lead, I generally what I do, I go on website, I go on Zoba, I check the company's details. So we try to apply some AI, but not so much, believe me.
Offers anything around that?
Yeah, they have. But finally, you need some type of charge APIs, different APIs of the different AIs. Actually, we call as a AI is required at every place, but we are as a partner, we are always facing the basic implementation challenges. पहले basic तो करने दो, then we will go with some advances. Now, in one company from Kanpur, we have implemented for the textiles. So they were asking us from the day one that we need a rating system, that how, for the vendor rating system. So we said, let's complete the first phase of the implementation. And now in the second phase, we have implemented that. So such things are really possible, but we try to implement the basic things first. Yeah, any questions? I hope everybody is convinced about the ERP next and they will buy the ERP next now. Yeah, please go ahead.
Is or versions that's going to happen in open source? And changes, how does it going to get implemented? So you as a partner will help to do those version changes on the software and it's implemented.
Yeah. So yes. So if you have a standard implementation, then you can go ahead and implement or upgrade. Right now, the ERP Next has a 16th version. It's in the you can say 80-90% is ready, and still there are some changes are coming up. But if you are on 15 and you have done some customization, heavy customization, then you need a partner support for upgradation. If you have a standard thing, then it's absolutely no problem. You can upgrade, like just you are upgrading your phone from different versions. I hope. Thank you so much. Very less crowd, but nice questions. Thank you so much.